Mount Fuji, with its perfectly symmetrical and beautiful shape, has greatly influenced the Japanese perception of nature and culture throughout history. As a national park and a World Heritage Site, it continues to captivate people from all over Japan and the world. Are you considering climbing Mount Fuji? Perhaps you've decided that this year is the year. But wait just a moment. I understand that you can't wait to climb Mount Fuji right away, but heading up the mountain without knowing anything about it can be dangerous. First, let's learn the basics of climbing Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is open for climbing from July to September. Since climbers without mountain hut reservations are prohibited from entering at night, the standard way to climb is to start from the 5th station, stay or rest at a mountain hut along the way, and then watch the sunrise near the summit in a one-night, two-day trip. For beginners, guided tours are highly recommended. For those with stamina, there is also the option of an early morning departure for a day hike, which can be an attractive challenge. There are 4 climbing trails: the Fujinomiya, Gotemba, and Subashiri trails from Shizuoka Prefecture, and the Yoshida Trail from Yamanashi Prefecture. Each has its own unique features and designated trail colors. The Fujinomiya Trail is the shortest but has the steepest incline, making it physically demanding. It is also notable for having the same path for ascending and descending. The Gotemba Trail has the longest distance and the greatest elevation difference to the summit, with fewer mountain huts. It is a trail suited for experienced climbers with considerable stamina. The Subashiri Trail is known for its breathtaking views of the sunrise and the thrilling Tsunabashiri sand run. It merges with the Yoshida Trail along the way. The Yoshida Trail has many mountain huts, with sunrise views available from all of them, making it a popular choice for beginners. It also merges with the Subashiri Trail. Some trails have separate paths for descent, so be sure to follow the color-coded signs carefully to avoid getting lost. Additionally, the access points, travel time, and number of mountain huts differ for each trail, so choose one that matches your skill level and stamina. Plan your climb carefully, avoiding peak congestion times and dates. After the last bus leaves, the only transportation option left is a taxi. Plan your descent time and transportation in advance. Before the climb. Once you've learned the basics of climbing, it's time to prepare your clothing and gear for the climb. The weather on Mount Fuji can deteriorate rapidly. Without proper clothing and equipment, you could be putting your life at risk. Since climbing is a strenuous activity that makes you sweat a lot, wear moisture-wicking and quick-drying clothing, and adjust your layers by putting on warm clothing when necessary. Cotton materials do not dry quickly and are unsuitable for climbing. Choose clothes that are easy to put on and take off. Having spare clothes is reassuring in case you get wet from rain or sweat. Here's your essential gear. The list is long, but every item is necessary for a safe climb. Make sure to research and understand how to use your gear before setting off. Carrying a heavy backpack can cause fatigue, so lighten your load by purchasing additional moderate mountain huts rather than bringing excessive supplies from the start. Avoid carrying unnecessary items or anything that could become waste. Key items include well-worn hiking shoes, separate rain gear to withstand strong winds, and warm clothing to protect against sub-zero wind chill and strong winds. A headlamp is essential to keep both hands free. You can also rent gear in advance. As you prepare your clothing and equipment, the excitement of climbing builds up. But don't forget, you'll need the physical stamina to conquer Japan's highest peak. Train well before your climb. Once you've set your climbing date, you'll need to purchase an entry ticket for your chosen trail in advance. Finally, complete your preparation by making a detailed climbing plan. Share it with your family and all your climbing group members so that in case of an emergency, swift action can be taken. On the day of the climb, time management is key when climbing. Start early to ensure a safe and enjoyable hike. Before setting off, check the weather conditions on Mount Fuji and the volcano alert level. If the weather looks bad, don't hesitate to cancel your climb. Today, the weather is great, perfect for climbing Mount Fuji. Let's get going! The 5th station, the start of the climb. After taking the bus to the 5th station, you'll notice how cool it feels. That's because the temperature difference between the base of the mountain and the fifth station is about 12 degrees Celsius, and from the fifth station to the summit, it drops another 11 degrees Celsius. Cell phone reception covers most areas, so check weather updates and climbing information regularly to stay prepared for rain or lightning. Also, don't forget that Mount Fuji is an active volcano. You can check the volcano alert level on the official Mount Fuji website. The air gets thinner at higher elevations. Take an hour at the fifth station to rest and hydrate to acclimatize to the altitude. Above 2,000 meters, symptoms such as headaches, fatigue, loss of appetite, and shortness of breath may indicate altitude sickness. Walk at a steady pace, drink water frequently, and take deep breaths. If symptoms persist, descend immediately, as altitude sickness usually improves when going to a lower elevation. After a good hour of rest, you're looking well. Let's set off. Hopefully, you'll get to see the sunrise. The climbing trail. Before starting the climb, step on the designated mat to remove any foreign plant seeds from your shoes to protect Mount Fuji's ecosystem. You might be tempted to take the plants and lava rocks along the trail home, but doing so is illegal and punishable. As a national park, Mount Fuji's nature is strictly protected. Please note that other acts may also be subject to punishment. Also, use rubber tips on trekking poles to prevent trail damage or erosion. Do not fly drones, and always pack out your trash. Follow the guidelines to help preserve the beauty of Mount Fuji for everyone. There are no trash bins on the mountain. Please make sure to take home any trash you produce during the hike. Let's all respect Mount Fuji's code of conduct to protect its environment. Not only is environmental preservation important, but so is your own safety. Never overtake others recklessly, and do not grab onto guide ropes. They are not meant to support body weight. Stay within the designated trail. Be mindful of hypothermia. Even if you feel fine at lower elevations, strong winds and wet clothing from rain or sweat can become life-threatening higher up. Adjust your layers and gear to maintain your body temperature. Hydrate and eat high-calorie foods regularly before you start feeling cold. Put on and take off your clothes and rain gear to adjust your body temperature and protect yourself from the wind and getting wet. Feeling tired? Take a break, but remember to follow proper etiquette. Don't block the trail, stay off non-designated areas, and avoid stopping near guide signs. Mountain huts. You've made it this far. Just a little more to go before reaching the summit. Shh. It's understandable that you would want to celebrate loudly after coming this far. But keep your voice down because other climbers are resting. Also, using gas burners or portable stoves near the huts is prohibited due to fire hazards. Now begins the night climb, a rare occasion. Get some rest at the mountain hut and get plenty of sleep. We're off to the final ascent. Put on windproof, waterproof, and warm clothing. Switch on your headlamp and take it slow, step by step. At the summit. The summit is crowded, so the trail can also become congested. Always follow the instructions of the guides. While waiting for the sunrise, avoid restricted areas and stay warm. The coldest time is just before dawn. And finally, here it is, the sunrise at Japan's highest peak. This breathtaking moment is truly world-class. Come and witness this special moment for yourself. The descent. Time to head back down. Be extra careful, as falls are more common during descent. Some trails lack mountain huts on the way down, so make sure to secure some water before leaving and prevent dehydration. Check your trail and begin descending. Be particularly mindful at the 8th station, where the Yoshida and Subashiri trails diverge. Many climbers take the wrong path here. Once you go the wrong way, Returning to your original trail is very difficult. Follow the color-coded signs carefully. Congratulations on making it back safely. Well done! By equipping yourself with proper knowledge, you can fully appreciate the sacredness and beauty of Mount Fuji, the treasure of the world.